Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're here with Bootsy. He's just been giving me a little extra love. We appreciate his love and kindness. Thank you so much. Okay, bye Boots. I just want to give a little bit of backstory as to why Thailand. Where did this come about? So basically, once upon a time, I worked at a telecommunications company. There was a girly pop that was there that we kind of hit it off right away. And I was kind of like, oh my God, like, you're such a vibe. And she's like, you're such a vibe. And then she tells me, I feel like you're familiar to me. And I'm like, you do look familiar. The next day she comes in and she's like, girl, I know who you are. I know who you dated. This is who my current fiance is. And I was like, oh, I know exactly who you are. So this telecommunications company was a call center and we had to be in training. I think it was like, I want to say 90 days of training. So this was like the group you got hired on with is the group that you're going to be with. Anyways, I am friends with this friend group that, let's just say, not it, okay? They don't really stand on much other than their own wants and needs, and it was not aligning with me. I had decided to keep my loyalty with these people because I knew them and I was a part of that friend group and so on and so forth. I was the only one though that voiced that maybe like this one girl that was, I guess, homeworking, T. I told her like that shit's weird and that shit's off and that shit's wrong and I'm not about it and I don't like it. So since I was the only one that spoke up in the freaking group, when the cat was out of the bag, there's a girl was cheating with, by the way, with said friend that I created or met up or in my training group. This girly pop, her mans was cheating with the girly pop in the friend group. So these two were again, right? And I'm just watching, and I wouldn't call it the privilege. I would call it the absolute burden of seeing both sides and seeing what's happening and having to keep my mouth shut. Anyway, so the girly pop, cat out of the bag, she got caught cheating, blames me for apparently opening my mouth. And I was like, girl, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. Anyway, so she didn't show me the receipts because there was none. I didn't say anything. This girl opened her big mouth, okay, through another person who was friends with this girl. And that girl came and told her about it. It's not like you guys were being quiet and all that. So then when I was like, damn, my loyalty was in the wrong place. Why did I do all that? Girl, call it messy, call it petty, call it what you want. I then said, you know what? I'm gonna stop being friends with y'all. And I screenshotted all that stuff and I sent it to the girl and I said, hey, this is what's been going on. I'm just not gonna have this anymore. Goodbye. So then we ended up becoming really good friends because she was like, you didn't have to do all of that. Like, you didn't have to do that. You could have just been like, not my problem, bye, and just dipped and just took it to the grave. But she's like, you really like were looking out for me after all of that. And I was just like, like, I was just like, I was misguided. Like, I thought my loyalty lied in a certain place, and that is not the place that it lied. Or should have lied, I should say. Anyways, so we became friends, and I knew this girl as a single girl. So when we were like being friends, homies, it was a vibe, okay? So that's like a bit of lore on this specific girl. And with me, I was dating this guy, right? That, let's just say, like, I had literally told him, it was my 26th birthday, and I had literally told him, like, dude, I just don't want to cry on my birthday. I don't know what it was. Like, ever since I was like a child, like, I had the best birthdays. Like, childhood birthdays were the best, okay? But then, you know what wasn't the best? When I became like a young adult, teenager, young adult, all of a sudden I'm disappointed, I'm crying, some bullshit always happens on my birthday, and it would just always leave me in like tears. And so it was the 26th birthday, and I said, you know what, I don't want to do this. I want to have my own birthday by myself, and I just want to be alone. To be honest with you, my goal, my actual birthday plans was go to the spa, come home, okay, order pizza, order fried chicken, order tacos, okay, roll up a couple J's or so, you know what I'm saying, and then Harry Potter marathon by myself. Like, that is what I wanted to do. And Long story short, I ended up getting guilted into having him a part of my birthday, and then I cried again. And then I told this new friend, the friend that I made, I ended up telling her, like, you know, this is what's happening and all this shit. And then she was just like, girl, we should go on a trip for your next birthday. And I'm like, we should go on a trip. So we literally book a flight to go to Bali, okay? So now Bali is a year away. We pre-booked it that much ahead of time, okay? So I'm out here on I'm gonna reclaim my energy and my life. I'm gonna like be the controller of my happiness. Like I was on one, okay? I was excited for this. Fast forward a couple months, girly pop starts dating a dude, okay? And I liked this boy. Well, I really liked it. I thought he was cool. I thought he was fun. I thought he was a vibe. I was chilling like a villain with him, like with her. And he tells me, oh yeah, so-and-so wants to come with. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, sure, he seems cool, no problem. So-and-so invites 12 of his friends to come to my Eat, Pray, Love trip. And now I'm like, okay, girl, we're gonna at least like leave and blah, blah, blah. We're gonna do our own thing. She's like, yeah, of course, It is like a month and a half away from when we're trying to go, okay? And at the time it was COVID and COVID restrictions were lifting, okay? It was already a risky time. When we bought these tickets, we already knew we were gonna have to quarantine, you know what I'm saying? And so, it was like, I think at the time it was like a 5 or 6 day quarantine, but like we got our own villa, we got our own like cook and masseuse and everything like was like attached to our like where we're staying, and like they were in the confinement of us type thing, and we were just all, since there was like freaking 15 of us, we're gonna pay a premium, it was gonna be a vibe, it was gonna be good. No, these people say we want to go to Mexico, and I'm like, okay, cool, go to Mexico. Girl says to me, oh yeah, like buddy guy doesn't want me to go to Bali without him. And I'm like, okay, what are you trying to tell me right now? Like, you're trying to say that we're not doing this anymore? Like a month out? And then she was just like, yeah, like he wants to go to Mexico. I think we're gonna go to Mexico. He doesn't want me to go without him to Bali. And I'm like, you know what, bitch? I'm like, you got me fucked up. We are 10 seconds away from getting on this flight and going to this little adventure. And I thought we all knew what was the vibe, okay? Traveling during COVID, we all kind of knew, like, this is not going to be your normal, typical travel. Like, I thought we all signed up for that. Whatever. So I just said to her, I'm like, you know what, girl? I'm going to go on this trip by myself. Thank you, goodbye. And she's like, oh, really? Like, you're just going to go by yourself? And I was like, duh. Like, you think I'm gonna fucking wait for you, dude? You think I'm gonna wait for you? No, I've waited a whole year to do this. And I'm not gonna skip out on my birthday and like regaining some control in my life. No, thank you. You're on your own. And then like, I got upset that she didn't even say like, hey, maybe we should go to like Vietnam, or like, how about me and you just do like Hawaii, or like something, you know, like any sort of suggestion. She literally came at me with a brick wall, and I said, nah, it's not happening for me, dog. Like, I'm still gonna go. The thing was, is I couldn't go to Bali because the trip that I budgeted and the kind of thing I was going to do was like worth 14, 15 people worth. So I kind of felt weird about going to Bali on that type of itinerary, because like that was definitely not on my budget, let me be honest. So I don't know, God is good, spirits are on me, on it for me. And I get a notification on my email that says that the flight, half of the flight gets canceled. So then the flight is no longer, I have to call them and see what's good. So I call them, they're like, hey, yeah, like if you want to go to Bali on a different day, a different time, you can. And I was like, it's Air Rate Asia. I'm like, where else can I go? And they started listing off all sorts of, all the things, okay? Girl, when I tell you that in my journal a year prior, in 2020, I have wrote down Thailand 2020, and I like literally put a big old box around it. And when they said, yeah, you can go to Thailand, we can transfer the ticket over, and like there was like no price difference, which was lit. Girl, I was on my way to Thailand by myself. It took me 2 weeks to plan out 4 weeks worth of travel. And when I tell you, I was an extrovert roaming on Thailand's soil. I'm not joking. Nobody could have traveled with me with the type of energy I was on. I was doing so much. Yes, I scheduled time for chilling. Yes, I scheduled time for rest. Yes, but everything was going. Like we're doing all the things. You know what I'm saying? Like I was about it. But when I tell you that I pulled up, got out of the airport, touched the land, and took a big inhale, I was like, this is so familiar. Like, why does this feel like home? And that feeling really stuck with me, okay? When I came back home, I had this overwhelming sense of, I'm not happy. Like, I'm not happy. When I traveled, I didn't just travel all fancy dancy. I tried to like incorporate like the life of a local and try to do things a little bit more on the low key side and not so touristy and stuff. And in that time, I really got to see like, wow, I could really live here. I could really live here. And then when I went back home, I was like, I don't really want to live here though. Like, I'm not the happiest version of myself here. And like some people call it like the vacation blues when you come back to reality and you're like, 9 to 5, gotta get back into it, da 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 da. That wasn't the case for me. I still love my job. I still love my life. But that feeling, I was missing it. I've been missing it. Like it's been empty. Like, or like there's like this new crater in my heart that like, I only know how to fill it if I go back to Thailand. And I felt it again on my 30th birthday when I did go back to Thailand. I just felt, once again, so at home. And I have traveled to Australia, traveled to Colombia, traveled to Fiji. Fiji was motherland for sure, okay? Like I felt connected to my roots, baby. But I've been to a few different places and I'm like, that's not the same feeling. It's not. And like I've been trying to figure out how I want to do this and how, like, who is Nilu in this process. And I think like when I hit 31, I'm 32 right now, but when I hit 31, like a month or two later, I woke up and just everything that I worked hard for, everything that I wanted, I just didn't want it anymore. Like it just didn't make sense anymore. It made me feel lost again. And like I haven't felt lost for like a decade. I've been pretty found in that sense. So I was like, okay, And just recently, you know, like I was reminded that like I have been working so much, okay? I've been working since I've been 14 years old, okay? I'm 32 now. Obviously, I have a whole life to live and so many more working years ahead of me. But I've just been on the go. And I've just been trying to achieve and try to do and try to figure out with combating not feeling like I am enough in the eyes of what success looks like in my world. Or the world I grew up in. So it's been fun. And that's sarcasm, yeah? It's been fun. I am too exhausted and like in all aspects to open up a storefront right now. I am like too exhausted to fucking do the most in any other way than like make myself happy right now and like feed my soul and discover who Nilu is at this point in her life. Like I do have the luxury of not having intense anchors here, like children, like a spouse, like a storefront. So I feel like if I don't do it now, I'll probably regret it a little bit because I've always wanted to do it. You know, I feel like I sound outrageous when I think about my like Indian community of like what I'm gonna go and do and how I'm gonna live. I feel a little outrageous. I guess I shouldn't even say Indian, I should say Fijian community because the Fijians aren't doing all of that. They already came from Fiji to Canada and they're like, why are you leaving? It's a good life. And I'm like, I appreciate that, but I promise you, we're technically on the same journey in a different way. Like I am seeking out a better life in a more spiritual, emotional, and mentally connected way, not just financial stability and future family success. Like, I am focused on some other things. And so I just was talking to my girl. Shout out to Priscilla, okay? Love you so much. But this girl literally was just, she's like, I encourage people to like go and live in a different city and all of that, because I was talking about Toronto. And she was like, you should do it. And I was like, man, if I'm gonna go to Toronto, I'm just gonna go to Thailand. She's like, go to Thailand. And I'm like, I didn't even say like, no, I can't right now, or this or that. I just kind of got quiet, and I was just like, oh, yeah. And then I started to spiral and be like, what about this? And she's like, girl, when will you ever be ready? Just like go, like live, figure it out. She's like, worst case scenario, home is home. Like, your family is here, you have your friends here, your business has grown here. This is literally where you were raised. Like, you'll know what to do if you need to come back and do whatever. And I felt like that was just so freeing. Like, it's crazy that I was like looking for validation without even knowing I was looking for validation, because when I got that validation, I felt so like, aha. And then when I decided that I'm gonna move to Thailand, I've been feeling, first it was a sense of relief because I felt found again. Like, I felt found, you know? I'm like, I'm not lost. I'm like, I know where I'm going, I'm found. But then came my public statement video to keep myself accountable, but also to like be real and just take everybody along and go on this journey together. But it brought upon the fire in my booty, because holy cannoli, I'm like both anxious and excited, even though I know that those are the same set of emotions, just negative and positive interpretations. So like, I have been, you know, thinking in the middle of the night when I go and like feed boots and mitts at 5 a.m. like, wow, how am I doing? And then I have to remind myself that like, girl, if it's gonna be anyone, it's gonna be you. You are that bitch. You are a risk taker. You will do things differently, and you'll probably you will stand 10 toes down on your decisions and just see what happens and goes with it. So I'm like, what do I really gotta lose? But yeah, that's why Thailand. Anyways, if you've stayed here to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much. Please like, comment, like, you know, subscribe and like interact, and just like, honestly, like, let me know, would you do this too? Would you also embark on a journey like this? Have you embarked on a journey like this? I'm curious. Anyways, yeah, thanks so much and love you.